Have you ever thought about how Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX, became the richest person in the world? What are the most important things he did to turn big ideas into multi-billion-dollar businesses? We'll talk about the ways he got rich that set him apart from others and show you how you can use them on your own path to wealth. In the event that you are not born into the Saudi royal family but still have the desire to become a billionaire, there are a few different methods that you might work toward achieving this goal. It is possible to come up with a single concept that is tremendously beneficial, such as a new computer operating system or social network, and then develop that idea into a monumental business. Alternatively, you may follow in the footsteps of Warren Buffett and make a succession of astute investments with little risk over the course of several decades, and then watch the wealth gradually dribble in. Moreover, there is the action that Elon Musk took. The majority of today's prominent billionaires did not make their fortunes in the same way that Musk did. Rather than having a single brilliant idea, he had a number of good ideas. And rather than making a number of astute and secure investments, he chose to make only a few bets that were extremely risky. But despite the fact that many people at the time were unable to see it, there was a strategy behind his bizarre behavior. Musk is the richest private citizen on the earth this year as a result of the total amount of those bets and the world-altering repercussions of those bets, which range from privately launched space missions to an electric vehicle behemoth that has left the automotive industry eager to catch up, have earned him the title of Times Person of the Year for 2021. The wealth of rich Morgan Musk's family was substantial. He was able to build his own video game when he was only 12 years old, demonstrating his early ability with computers. At the age of 17, he fled to Canada in order to avoid serving in the military during the apartheid regime in South Africa. He continued his education at Queen's University in Ontario. In the year 1992, he made the decision to transfer to the University of Pennsylvania, where he pursued studies in both business and physics. It's possible that Musk got his first taste of dangerous business operations at Penn, which is a campus that is ringed with trees. Musk and a handful of his buddies rented out a house off campus and transformed it into a nightclub. It was then time to head to Silicon Valley and for a short while to graduate school. Musk enrolled in a doctoral degree in physics at Stanford University, but he withdrew from the school after only 2 days. Musk wanted to test his luck in the internet, which was a newfangled web of links between computers. Young business people were beginning to recognize that the internet could be more than just a playground for nerds. In the middle of the 90s, Musk and his brother Kimball came up with the brilliant concept of establishing a firm called Zip2 that would function as an online business directory. Zip2 would be some type of web-enabled yellow pages that would also include maps. For the purpose of running the company, Elon and Kimball sought investors and brought in outside assistance. The company was successful in negotiating arrangements with publishers such as the New York Times. Compaq, a computer manufacturing powerhouse that was experiencing a decline at the time, purchased the Zip2 from them in 1999 for a price of $307 million. After the sale of Zip2 brought in a cool $22 million for Musk, he immediately went out and purchased a McLaren F1 supercar for the astounding sum of $1 million. In an interview with CNN, Musk was seen saying, "It's not consistent with the rest of my behavior." The interview was shot as the automobile was being transported to Musk's residence. After a year had passed, Musk was attempting to demonstrate the car's acceleration when he mistakenly threw it into the air like a frisbee. This tragic event caused the automobile to be destroyed. There was no insurance coverage for the $1 million sports automobile. But by that time, Musk had already moved on to his next business endeavor. On the day of the accident, Peter Thiel, who was a co-founder of a payments startup organization called Confinity, was driving beside him in the McLaren. In the accident, neither Thiel nor Musk sustained any injuries. Elon Musk had invested his millions of dollars in the establishment of a second online banking firm known as X.com. A corporation that would later be known as PayPal was formed as a result of the merger of the two companies in March of the year 2000. In September, while Musk was on vacation, the board of directors decided to terminate him and replace him with Thiel. This decision was made in part owing to a disagreement with the switching of the company's servers while Musk was on vacation. It is not a good idea to leave the office when there are a lot of major things underway that are causing people a great deal of stress. Musk would later reflect on his decision with regard to leaving the office. Musk, on the other hand, continued to own an interest in the corporation. Musk amassed a mega fortune of $180 million as a result of the transaction that occurred in 2002 when eBay purchased PayPal for $1.5 billion. In the end, Musk did not rest easy with all of the things that his newly acquired millions could purchase. The almost absurd goal of colonizing Mars was the impetus behind his establishment of SpaceX in the year 2002. During the next year, he made an initial investment of more than $6 million in Tesla, which at the time consisted of a couple of founders and a vision of electric sports vehicles. In an effort to modernize the area, the corporation intended to make use of the newly developed lithium-ion batteries, which were not only lightweight but also packed with a significant amount of energy. At the time, lithium-ion batteries were only being used in small electronic gadgets. One of Tesla's most important inventions was scaling them up, which allowed the company to produce an electric vehicle with a range that was significantly larger than what prior electric cars had been able to achieve. According to Musk, he ended up investing virtually all of the money he made from the sale of PayPal into funding the enterprises because both companies got off to a rough start in their first few years of operation. SpaceX was forced to undergo a number of unsuccessful launches, which nearly caused the company to go out of business. Simultaneously, Tesla had difficulties when its engineers discovered that its prototype battery packs were likely to catch fire. It was a potentially company-ending discovery if we couldn't fix it, says J.B. Straubel, who served as the chief technology officer of Tesla in the past. After that, Tesla came dangerously close to going bankrupt in 2008 amid the Great Recession. At some point in time, Musk's investments started to yield a return. In 2008, SpaceX was able to negotiate a deal with NASA that was worth $1.6 billion, and in 2012, Tesla started manufacturing its first mass-market automobile, which was called the Model S. As of right now, Tesla is a behemoth, owning almost two-thirds of the market for electric vehicles in the United States. In the realm of private space exploration, SpaceX is the unrivaled leader to be found. The rise in Elon Musk's net worth between the years 2020 and 2021. Tesla's valuation has skyrocketed to a level that is many times higher than that of legacy automakers like Ford and GM, despite the fact that Tesla produces a smaller number of vehicles. While the stock price of Tesla has more than tripled over the course of the previous 18 months, the company's market valuation has surpassed $1 trillion. Even after selling off shares worth roughly $12 billion in the past 2 months, Musk still controls a big portion of that equity. However, if he exercises his more stock options, he may end up with a larger ownership than he had when he first began. It is impossible to predict whether or not the firm will continue to maintain its enormous valuation. If Tesla's stock continues to decline, Musk's wealth will also decrease. At the moment, he is in possession of approximately 17% of Tesla's stock, which is now valued at $175 billion. This constitutes the principal chunk of his net worth. In addition, Musk's overall net worth is approximately $266 billion, which includes his 48% interest in the rocket maker SpaceX, as well as cash and other assets. This is due to the fact that SpaceX's value is now hovering over $100 billion, as stated in the company's funding round in October. In addition to that, he has invested his money in new businesses. Neuralink, a neurotechnology startup, and The Boring Company, a company that excavates tunnels, were both founded by Musk in the year 2016. In today's market, each are valued at hundreds of millions of dollars. The two most recent businesses that Musk has built are demonstrative instances of the attitude that led to the creation of his fortune. Both of these projects are highly subject to speculation. Neuralink is working toward the development of telepathic interactions with machines, and The Boring Company is working toward the revolutionization of infrastructure. Experts believe that neither of these options will be profitable in the long run, yet Musk's primary source of income is the risk-taking that involves large sums of money. That same mentality, throwing millions of dollars at impossibly tough projects, is what converted Musk from a lucky kid with a .com fortune into the wealthiest person on the planet, or at least the wealthiest private citizen. In an interview with Time at the beginning of December, Musk stated, "I believe that Russia's President Putin is significantly richer than me. I am unable to subjugate nations and other things." Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more secrets to success and financial freedom. Join our community and take your first step toward building your own empire.